Hmm? You up though? The oldest person I know. I say you the oldest person I know.
The Iron Bowl, 3 simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Auburn Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. While it didn't have the drama we've come to expect in past Iron Bowls, last year's game in Tuscaloosa was certainly one where Auburn fans had to feel as if they missed some opportunities.
No, Alabama didn't make it easy on themselves last year either because they turned it over 4 different times. In the end, it was Jalen Milroe's legs that made the difference. 3 rushing touchdowns for him. Of course, he's not in Tuscaloosa anymore, David. They're going to have to keep running the football efficiently if they're going to win this one.
And these games get weird on their home fields. And Auburn's got to feel confident at home. Like, something always happens crazy on the Plains. They always play Alabama tough. Last year, obviously, was not that competitive. Different site, different ballgame.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He'll do it himself.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the
usually any
dynamic
singing,
catches.
Bryce gets to know it with
They
me.
have the speed. They are 2 of the best
He could listen to a song and he liking it, singing along. If I start singing, he aggravated. He like, stop singing that.
Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The give is to Miller. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. The throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Nice move to keep running. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric one has him set up.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks.
There he goes. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After that last completion, it's second down. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That's what it means for the quarterback to be responsible for the blitzer. He held it as long as he could, got rid of it, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's basically like him blocking it, right? Just letting him come in. Now I throw it to the running back. And now as a defense, I got to get...
Breaks into the open.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great game. Great job on the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And backed up. First and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll line up for a second down play. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Slams ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left, too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The give to the back. That hole closed quickly.
Yeah, you got to play.
To the 15.
You got to play, James.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Wants to throw. It's Russell.
Catch it.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion. Good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder. Heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. The Tide will get the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on fourth down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
To the air on second down. And that's
Drops
going to be
it,
incomplete.
bro.
A lot of contact on the play, but no
it.
flags. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
You got to get to the marker, though.
Offense changing the play. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Bernard. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Work.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They'll run it to the right. And this
on
one
the
will be stopped for no gain.
Defenses is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points.
This is very dangerous.
They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. Right on the money. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll try the run.
How's the cutback consistent of the position? Was he the 7th time I've seen her
Great
cutback?
offenses
Last night got
always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
the opposition.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Pocket breaking down.
Go.
He'll pull it down and
Don't push him to the fucking first down, you idiot.
And kept this drive moving. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line in that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's
outside. There's no outside. Should have ran with it. Should have ran with it.
Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Bust through behind his pad. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Y'all got to block. They got two superstars over there.
They'll go right back to him.
Had to stretch it long enough.
Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Auburn offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Power ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Powers forward. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So now they've been denied 3 straight times from the 2. Do you dare try it again?
Yes, you have to stay aggressive. All the points in today's college football, stay aggressive, keep the hammer down, try to get 6.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to pass. It's Knight. There's a Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I'm back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Here's a throw downfield late.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out